He received and accepted, rather nervously at first, the full star treatment from press, radio, TV reporters and curious fans. First at the airport, then at a lavish press conference in her hotel. Show business, for all its pomp and sentimentality, is often pretty cynical, a condition that derives from broken or unfulfilled promises over the years. When anyone is as successful as Judy Garland, somewhere there are people who are just dying to ask, and often do, whether all this success will last. Press conferences like this one, even with the mellowing influences of champagne and caviar, can, beneath the surface, be quite savage personal intrusions. I asked Judy if the film on retarded children held any special significance for her.
Well, I think it's a very important picture. I don't know whether people will be able to bear some of the truths in the picture, but it's a very fine cause, retarded children. I've worked with retarded children many years.
You have?
Yes. That's why I wanted to do the picture, and I was very flattered to be asked by Stanley Kramer to be in it.
I believe in 1949 you were in hospital in Boston.
That's right, yes.
You met a retarded child.
Yes, I met a whole hospital full of, and they really kind of are so full of love and unquestioning affection, and many of them have very high cues, you know. The fact that the muscular coordination doesn't work sometimes doesn't mean that in other words, they shouldn't be just shuttered away and be ashamed of or anything. And I think the Joseph Kennedy Foundation is helping a great deal, and I think it's I hope you like the film when you see it. I hope many people go to see it.
Did it help you in your own case? I think you had a nervous breakdown at this time in 1949.
Yeah.
Does this help you getting
Yes.
to know a retarded child?
Yes.
How did it help you?
Well, it helped me by just getting my mind off myself, and they were so delightful. They were so loving and good, and I forgot about myself for a change. And they like to hear music, and they like to display kind of an unlimited approval of you. Whether you approve of them or not doesn't make any difference.
You're quite a legend, and a legend in what you do with, what you're able to do with audiences. Miss Garland, what is it you do to an audience? What do you give an audience?
I just sing so far. I don't know. I just...
No one else has been quite able to do this, or very few people have been able to do what you do with an audience.
Well, I like my audiences so much. I have great respect for them. I think anybody who'll sit in a chair and look at one person and pay money to see that, I think that's a great tribute. So there's a kind of maybe a marriage between the audience and myself.
Do you become very emotionally involved with an audience when you're performing?
To a point. If I became emotionally involved, I'd go sit in front and applaud, I suppose, or else boo. No, the only point the only thing I can say is I've involved to the extent of wanting to please my audience as much as I can.
Well, you've had many bouts of illness, and you've made many comebacks.
About 185 up to now.
185 comebacks?
Yes.
And do you...
I don't think I ever went anywhere, did I really?
You're always coming back.
But I'm just always coming back.
Well, this is how the press seems to treat it.
I know.
Does it worry you very much?
No.
Do you care very much about what you read about yourself?
I don't read too much about myself. I'm working too hard.
You work hard, you work so hard that you become ill sometimes. You have been ill in the past.
Oh, no, I haven't been ill for 108 years. I've done every job they've thrown at me.
All right, why do you do it?
Because
why do you drive yourself so much?
Because I was born to do that. To work and try to entertain. take people's minds off their troubles for a while, if I can.
And where do you derive your
Why are you
real
looking at me
satisfaction?
this way?
I can't see you any other way.
He's just staring.
Where do you get
You
your
haven't blinked
satisfaction?
once.
I have, believe me. What gives you your satisfaction when you're singing, when you have an audience?
Their approval.
Is this what you live for?
Yes.
Do you live for other things?
Money.
Anything else?
I don't think so. No. What would you think?
Your children?
Well, that money's for my children.
You establish a fund for them, I believe.
Oh, yes,
Your children.
yes.
Do you want them to go into show business? One of them has been, I believe.
One
Some
is
a star.
an
One
enormous
is.
star, yes. She's a great recording artist, and she's now understudying Barbara Streisand in a Broadway show. They're writing a show just for her to do. That's Liza, my oldest daughter.
Does this make you happy they're in show business, that Liza's in show business?
Yes, that makes me very happy. I think it's something to be very proud of.
You started in show business yourself when you were about 12 or 2 and a half or
Two.
something. Two.
Yeah. That's a bit young.
Does this make life more difficult for you if you start at this
No.
age?
No. No, I don't think so. I think the sort of climaxes and payoffs are much more important than any little minor difficulty that might happen, you know.
What are you like as a person? Some people think you're rather temperamental and they're afraid of you. They're afraid that if you
I know,
rub
I've
you off
always
the
said
wrong way,
that.
you'll run out of the door.
Yes, I know. Well, it's just what you see here.
This obviously doesn't worry you.
No, I don't know why they think that. I suppose they are told that by other people. Maybe they read it in the papers.
I think somewhere you said that you were a temperamental Irish biddy.
No, I said I was just an Irish biddy.
Just an Irish biddy. Are you superstitious?
I don't dare be now that I'm flying. I didn't fly in airplanes till 3 years ago. I don't dare be superstitious. No, not really superstitious.
What do you like doing when you're not performing, when you're not resting?
I like to be with my children. Cook. I like to cook. I'm a good cook. I am
There's a
quite
story
good
about you cooking yourself at night, relaxing.
Yes, it's good. It's good.
And you do this to relax after a show. You go home and you cook something,
Yes, I make up recipes.
which you don't eat.
No, I don't
Who
eat
eats
them.
them?
My children. I put them in the icebox. Then they taste them, and if they like them, I know that I'm a hit with the kids.